Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another yoga flow. So, settling down on our mat, cross legged position, spine nice and straight, and our palms facing upwards. We're going to begin by taking a few deep breaths through our nose and exhaling through our nose. Next, we will do our box breathing. So, inhaling to the count of 4, holding to the count of 4. Exhaling to the count of 4 and holding the exhale to the count of 4. So breathing in, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. And hold, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1, and hold, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1, and hold it, 3, 2, 1. And then let's just return for a normal breathing pattern through the nose. Next, we're going to put our hands out and warm up our wrists, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Inhaling, we're going to lean to the right, and exhale, we're going to lean to the left for gentle side stretch warm-ups. Amazing. Inhaling, lifting the hands up, looking up towards the hands, and exhale, bringing them down behind our back, opening the chest. And we're going to come onto a tabletop position and finish warming up our spine by inhaling in cow pose. Exhale in cat, abdomen tucked. Inhale cow. Exhale cat. Inhale cow. Exhale cat. Allow yourself to be fluid with this movement, leaning a bit forward if you wish, and leaning a little bit back in cat. Returning to a neutral tabletop. Inhaling and stepping to the front of the mat, coming into a standing position, mountain pose Samastiti. Inhale, lifting the hands up, look up to the sky. Taking a big breath in and exhale, slowly forward fold. Your spine is straight, coming into a half lift, and exhaling, Chaturanga Dandasana, gently. Inhale in an upward facing dog, and exhale, coming into the first downward facing dog of the flow for 5 breaths. Pedaling out your hamstrings in case they are tight, and you will notice as the flow goes on, you will not have to do this pedaling because your hamstrings will be nice and stretched. Inhale, so step or jump to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, hands to the sky and into prayer. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, straight back. Exhale, come into Chaturanga Dandasana, plank and upward facing dog. Take a breath in. And come into a downward facing dog for your exhale, and take 5 breaths again. Tucking in the abdomen, making sure our weight is distributed evenly across the fingertips and the toes. And on our next breath in, slowly moving through a plank into a tabletop position, coming into child's pose, and then pushing ourselves forward into an extended puppy pose. Opening the chest, hips above our knees, forehead to the mat, shoulder blades together, gentle back opener. Breathing and slowly pushing ourselves onto our stomach, coming through a high cobra, back to tabletop, into plank and into a downward facing dog. Staying in downward facing dog, take a breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Breathing. Next inhale, lift the right leg up into a three-legged dog, opening the right hip, breathing here, bending that right leg and bringing it behind us, taking the right hand above us, looking towards it, coming into a wild thing. Maintaining our balance, looking towards the right hand, opening the chest. This is a tricky pose to hold. And inhale, come back to plank and back to downward facing dog. Gathering our breath here. Notice the difference in your hamstrings already. Inhale, bring the right foot forward, coming into a high crescent lunge, looking up to the sky, and exhale, bringing the hands behind our back, interlocking them, shoulder blades together, opening the chest, breathing here in an open chest warrior 2. Slow exhale, drop the right hand to the mat, left hand in the air for an extended side angle stretch, and take 5 breaths here. On our next breath in, dropping the left hand to the mat, coming into a high lizard lunge. Holding this or dropping onto your elbows if it is within your practice, and hold for 5 breaths. On our next inhale, slowly coming up back to the high lizard lunge, dropping the left knee and coming into a half split by opening the right leg, taking a breath here and sitting down on our sit bones, keeping the right leg straightened out, bringing the left knee close to our chest and just holding it there, taking a breath in and breathe. And if you feel comfortable doing the following step, hugging our left knee by bringing our hands behind our back and looking past our right shoulder, flexing the right foot for an extra stretch, and stay here breathing. Next inhale, release the knee, bringing the sole of the left foot to the right thigh. Keeping the right foot straightened and leaning over towards that right toe. Left hand above us, breathing and coming back. Bringing our legs to our chest, slowly coming up, stepping to the front of the mat, and inhale, come back to mountain pose for me. Amazing. Mountain pose, inhale, look up, exhale, forward fold, inhale, half lift, your spine is straight, exhale, plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, coming into downward facing dog. Breathing here. Abdomen tucked. Staying with the breath. And on our next inhale, we are going to lift the left leg into three-legged dog, opening that left hip by leaning towards the right and slowly bringing it behind us, coming into a wild thing, looking towards the left fingertips and staying here, breathing. On the next inhale, slowly coming back into a plank, coming back to downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale, bring the left foot forward, high crescent lunge. Exhale, bring the hands behind your back, interlock, shoulder blades together, opening the chest in a chest opening warrior 2. Breathing. And bringing the left hand beside the left foot, right hand in the air to an extended side lunge, staying here for 5 breaths. The next inhale, dropping both hands to the mat, coming into a high lizard. And if it is within your practice, dropping onto those elbows and staying here, breathing through the nose. On our next inhale, we will drop the right knee to the ground, open up the left leg, almost like you're about to come into a half split. But instead, we are going to once again sit down on our sit bones, leaving the left leg open, bringing the right knee to the chest and staying here, flexing the left foot, breathing. Or, if it is within your practice today, you can once again join me by interlocking our hands behind our back, bringing it around the right knee and looking towards our left shoulder. Breathing, flexing the left foot. Slowly releasing that right knee, bringing the right sole of our foot to the left thigh. Inhaling, we will come into our side stretch. So grabbing the left foot, bringing the right hand above us, looking towards the right armpit, breathing here. Flexing that left foot and exhale, coming back. Amazing. Bringing both knees to the chest, using our hands to push ourselves back up, stepping to the front of our mat. Inhale, lift up into mountain pose and exhale, bring the hands back down. Great. So let's go. Inhale, mountain pose, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift your spine straight. Exhale, come into a plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, come into an upward facing dog or high cobra and hold it here for 3 to 4 breaths. On our next inhale, slowly coming back into downward facing dog. Staying here, breathing. Again, notice how does your hamstrings feel. And slowly Bringing the right foot forward, coming into a pigeon pose. Open the chest, inhale. Breathing. Staying with the breath. Focusing on that inner thigh stretch. And slowly coming back, bringing the right foot back to a high plank and then bringing the left foot forward. Opening the chest again, inhaling. Right foot straight. Amazing glute stretch as well. One of my favorite stretches, especially in the morning. And once again, coming back into that high plank, dropping the knees down and coming into a child's pose. Take a breath here, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Just connecting with the mat for a minute. And slowly with our next breath, moving back into tabletop, dropping our elbows and coming into a plank. From this plank, we're going to come into a side plank on our elbows still, holding this side plank, breathing, or if you wish and if it is within your practice, lifting that left leg on top of the right leg and holding that pose by focusing on your breath and tightening your core. And release, coming back into plank, staying on those elbows, switching sides, and staying here, breathing. If you notice yourself wobbling, that is completely okay. Just tighten your core and focus on your breath. And on our next inhale, slowly releasing our top leg, coming back into that plank on our elbows, and breathing in, pushing up into a normal plank. From here, jumping or stepping to the front of our mat, coming into a wide-legged yogi squat. Hands to prayer to chest, using our elbows to gently push our knees apart while squatting, opening the hips and breathing here. Inhale, coming onto our knees and bringing the hands to look at the sky. Deep breath in and an even deeper exhale out. Bring the hands back down. Next, we're going to come and lie down on our back and take a few inhales through the nose. Just getting used to the sensation of our back touching the mat, soles of our feet touching the mat, before pushing up into a bridge position, interlocking the hands underneath us, pelvis lifting away from the mat, and taking 5 breaths here. And if it is within your practice today, you can join me for a wheel pose by bringing the hands underneath our shoulders, lifting away from the mat, and gently pushing ourselves up. Chest pushed out, lifting up onto our tippy toes for a deeper stretch. An amazing stretch in our backs, but you can also just stay in bridge pose if this is not within your practice. Keeping the neck nice and straight and slowly dropping the head first and vertebrae by vertebrae lying back down onto the mat. Amazing. So just taking a breath again and bringing our knees to our chest for a counter pose. Bring yourself into the shape of an egg and just stay there on the mat, breathing. On our next inhale, we're going to gently release our knees, roll to the side and come back to a seated position, and slowly make our way back to a standing mountain pose position. Inhaling, hands to the sky, and exhale, dropping the hands to prayer by the chest. So let's go again. Inhale, mountain pose, hands to sky, look up. Exhale, forward fold, and fold deeply into this one. Knees straight or bent. Gently fold down, and you can hug your elbows if you wish and sway from left to right. And just breathe here, and with every single exhale, go deeper into this forward fold. On our next exhale, get ready to release that forward fold. Inhale, half lift, straight spine. Exhale, step to the back of the mat into plank and chaturanga dandasana. And slow inhale, upward facing dog, and then exhale, coming into downward facing dog, and hold it here for 5 breaths. Again, noticing our hamstrings. How do they feel? How has this flow gone for you, and what are the differences you can feel in your body between this downward dog and your first downward dog? And just breathe here. And on our next inhale, we're going to step or jump to the front of our mat. Taking a breath in, coming into mountain pose, and exhale, bringing the hands to prayer to the chest. Next, we're going to grab the left foot and bring the left sole of our foot to our right thigh. Coming into a tree pose, inhaling, lifting the hands up to the sky, and staying here, breathing, maintaining our balance. Focus on a point in front of you to help you. And just stay here and breathe through the nose. Breathing into the chest and the abdomen, and out from the abdomen and out from the chest. Amazing. Slowly lowering the hands back to the chest, grabbing that foot and placing it back to the mat. Repeating it on the opposite side, placing the sole of the foot to the left thigh, and inhaling, bringing the hands to the sky. And breathe. And just stay breathing. Focusing on a point, focusing on the breath. And exhale, slowly release your hands back to the side and taking the foot away from the thigh. And join me on the mat. Coming into a seated cross-legged position, or you can lie on your back, whatever you feel is comfortable. And we're going to end this flow with a short 3-minute body meditation. So the palms facing up, and I want you to return to your normal breath. And this time really lock in on your breath and focus on the sensation of it entering your lungs and your abdomen, and the sensation of it leaving your abdomen and then your lungs. And breathe with me for 3 breaths. Next, I want you to focus in and imagine a bright light, any color, and just place it on the top of your head, as if something was resting on the top of your head. And with our next breath in, I want you to imagine that bright light go into your head, into your forehead, down to your nose. Exhale, down to your ears, your jaw and your mouth. Inhale it into your chest, through your neck and your shoulders. Allow it to flow through your rib cage. And exhale down to your abdomen, through your pelvis. Inhale, bringing into your legs, into your knees, your thighs. Exhale it down to your calves, your ankles. And inhale down to the toes, each little vein in the foot. And exhale, allow that beautiful light to leave through your feet. And just breathe and allow yourself to glow in that light, your whole body. Let it heal you from within and fill you with joy and love and get you ready for your day. Allowing yourself to attract abundance into your life today and for the rest of your week. And thank you for joining me. You can stay here or slowly open your eyes, and I will see you in the next flow.